Wholeness and good day away. Today is still 9/10/2025. This reading is about the autumnal equinox, fall equinox, first day of fall, which is 9/22 at exactly 2:19 p.m. Eastern time, Eastern U.S. time. Let me specify that. The title for this is The Deliciousness of Fall. I'm a child of the heat. I like my summer. I like it hot. But I do appreciate the beauty of fall, like when the leaves are turning, especially if you drive up in the mountains. Hey, how you doing? There's so much beauty, and I get it. And like I spoke on the other day, traditionally with fall and winter, you get seasonal depression. And I get it, the hours of the day, the weather factors, and all this, that, and the other. I'm just asking that instead of starting to further embrace all the detrimental things that are around us, the violence, the anger, the racism, the bigotry, the privilege, the poor, all the other shit, poverty, things like that. I'm not telling you to pretend like it's not there. I'm telling you to stop feeding it so much energy. So please embrace the deliciousness of fall. Like here with my family, we plan on driving up into the Appalachian. Let me say it right. Appalachian Mountains. She'll beat me up because that's where she's from. I hope I said it right. Not Appalachian. Whatever it is, up there in the mountains. Because it's beautiful up there versus down here in the low country in South Carolina where most of the trees are evergreen. We don't really get too many trees. We get one or two that might turn yellow or orange, but for the most part, all of our trees are still green all year round. But there is a component of peace and words that I don't like to use, but I'll use them because I understand human nature. Words, it gives you a sense of peace and balance when you can get in there. It is no different than what I used to always tell people is, if you ever feeling like your mind is foggy, grab a sprig of fresh rosemary. Not no dried rosemary out your cabinet, but go either to a, floral shop or hell, go into the grocery section where they have the fresh herbs. Get you some rosemary and smell it. Hell, I used to walk around, especially when I was more active in my practitioner days. I used to keep rosemary on me, especially before I do any kind of spell work. I need the highest form of purification and clarity. You understand what I'm saying? There's ways that you can use nature to stay natural within yourself. So instead of getting on here and trying to point out what is actually and evidently going on that a lot of people just don't want to face, I think it's going to be better that I just try and give 9 points, since we're still dealing with the 9 energy, 9 points on how you can honor the deliciousness of this upcoming season. And again, I'm a wordsmith. Season. Don't let this shit put you further in the pot of deliciousness and keep making you a meal. You get that? Everything going on around us is designed to keep us in some level of agitation. Hell, if you know how to cook, you need to agitate your meal and you season it along the way. Don't let them keep seasoning you with all this bullshit that's going on to where you are just more suppressed and depressed that you don't see all the beauty around you. So again, I challenge you. Get your ass out into nature. Something I always say all year round anyway. Hell, I'm down here by the ocean. Go to the ocean. What's going on, Noble? Go down to the ocean. Go up to the mountains. If you can't do either, find a park, especially if you got kids. Please take your kids outside. Please take your kids outside and do not take their devices. Let them go at least 45 minutes without their phone. Let them go at least 45 minutes without their iPads and their tablets and all this other shit. Get your kids out in nature. Spend some time with them. And I think we're all guilty because the pace of life right now, have a conversation with them. Don't just have a conversation based off of what you think you see in them. Have a conversation with them based off of what they think they see within themselves. You'd be surprised. Really, I think we all would be surprised at the way some of these kids think. So again, the title of this is The Deliciousness of Fall. Instead of falling prey into all these depressive energies that's going to have your ass out here sad, start finding joy. Start finding reasons to stay present so that you're not just ripped apart in all directions. So take this for what it's worth. You know my words, resonance and ignorance. Let your life tell your tale. But in me saying let your life tell your tale, Start writing your own story. Start writing your own story. Start writing, Rightting, as in getting it in the proper direction. Start writing your story and stop letting society write it for you. Nothing's going to change until you do the change within. You won't see changes in others until you make changes within yourself. And here's my experience. When you start making changes within yourself, you'll see what others don't want it. And you'll have to let them, you'll have to lead them exactly where they're at, or you'll just have to stay present. So 9 delicious points of energy. Not even to read the negativity that might come out in the card. I'm going to use my rights as a master manipulator to only find the fluffy foo-foo side of this energy. So point 1, and these are all not in succession, they're all correlated. So the first point that you need to honor when we go into fall, well, again, I'm telling you, the first day of fall is on 9/22 at 2:19 p.m. Once we lose summer and get into the fall, hold yourself together. Don't become the fallen. Manifestation. 24. This is where you hear me. This is where I always say this is the king of fire. What's ruling over your mind? Hold us to you all. What's ruling over your energy? Remember, this is about maintaining the deliciousness of your energy. If you not new to me, you know my saying, I'm too busy being motherfucking delicious. That is a fucking hashtag. That is a way of life. I'm too busy being delicious. That's the way I live my life. I don't give a shit what you think about me. I love me. I love me enough for us all. Really, I do. So, what's burning you? What's burning up your mind? What's burning up your energy? And what's burning up your soul? So, 24. I'm connected to what's keeping me in balance. I always tell you 4 is either the number of balance or it's a signification of a box, which a box is a trap. Think about Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. He always trying to put him in a box. He's always trying to trap him. 2, 4. Let me stay connected to what's keeping me balanced, or I'm going to stay connected to what's leaving me in a trap. Whose fire is it? It's mine. Who's ruling over my energy? And you really need to start practicing this. Everybody, you really need to start practicing this. You need to go in the mirror and understand, hey, I'm in charge of my life. Stop giving up so much responsibility to the things going on around you and take motherfucking control. So step 1, I'm using dirty words today, so work with me. I'm using control, I'm using trap and balance because, again, I understand you have to start somewhere. And some of y'all can't get down with the way I speak when I'm dealing in source theory, so I'm talking to you from the illusion of separation. You need to understand to connect to the things that give you balance. 2 + 4, 6. That'll show you a safe foundation. Exactly. The safest foundation is the one that shows you being responsible. You know what? No coincidences. I've been watching Grey's Anatomy a lot, and I'm in the earlier seasons, but I've been watching a lot of episodes to where the surgeon makes a mistake. What's up, goddess? The surgeon makes a mistake, and they mess around and kill the patient, but it wasn't malicious. But they take responsibility, and it hurts them. But like the last episode I was watching, the older surgeons are telling them that's how you get better. When you realize you were trying to save somebody, but you're human too, and you make a mistake and you take them out of this realm, you can't give up. Your life has to be the same way. If I do something and it fucks up, I have to take accountability and responsibility and do better, not get caught in where I did bad. That will teach you that linear time ain't real. When you get caught in your past and I'm always trying to do better tomorrow, what I didn't get done today, you're already in separation. When it's I done my best and I take accountability for what I did, and you know what, I'm going to stay present. Your past don't know you no more. So you have to learn to alter your mindset. You have to learn what's burning your energy. You can only control what you can control. But it's very easy to lose that. Step 2, the deliciousness of fall. Scarcity consciousness. Scarcity consciousness. This is the creatrix card. This is 3, my thoughts. 7 are going to show me who I am. Notice it was in reverse. Scarcity. Scarcity means less. There are less thoughts that are trying to give me a definition on who I am. This will hurt some of you, but again, I'm trying to be honest and I'm trying to show you, or at least give you a perspective on how to get through fall without all the depression. Stop having so many things that can pull you apart. Less things that are pulling you apart, the less things that you think that you are hooked into, the less things that you are telling yourself that can save you or harm you, the more accountability and responsibility you have to and for yourself. Now I have to understand that the only thing that is tricking me is that which I keep giving birth to. Holy shit. I'm the divine goddess up in this bitch. See, I need to lose genders. Sorry, I know you're not going to do it, but y'all need to lose genders. I am the creatrix. The first person that's going to create a trick that's going to trick me is what I allowed. Why did I allow it? Because I didn't have accountability. You see how that word ain't going to go nowhere? When you have accountability for maintaining the deliciousness of your energy, there's less things to manifest. Sorry. Some of y'all are learning that. You know what? I used to get out here and think that I had to chase the bag. And I think I used to have five relationships. And I thought I had to have 25, close friends and all this other shit. I don't need all that stuff. That shit don't allow me to be me. That shit has me pulled apart because I'm investing too much energy into everything else. I need to sit still and figure out what I got going on. And then I can determine from a better sense of accountability and responsibility what is really required. Ta-da. See how that happened? Not moving and trying to figure out how to be still and figure out why you're moving. I'm too busy being motherfucking delicious. You're going to say it before you get out of here. I'm too busy being motherfucking delicious. It's a hashtag. Been that way for a few years. So, step 3, remember, we're trying to figure out how to manifest by figuring out that we don't need to manifest as much as we thought we did. The planet shows you that. We don't have enough. Trillionaires out here just spending money on all kind of bullshit. We don't have enough though. No, we've allowed ourselves not to have enough because we've given too much to those who don't honor the divine blueprint. What's the divine blueprint? Oneness. Not oneness through separation. Oneness through wholeness. But if whoever's got you separated has taught you separation is wholeness, you haven't taken accountability and responsibility yet. Step 3, I need to figure out the deliciousness of me before I become a delicious meal for others. Oops, what's my motivation? 28, this is the sea hag, this is the siren. What's got your ear? You remember Wakanda Forever, the Iliad, the Odyssey? When the sirens sing their song, things go bad. When the sirens sing their song, you'll end up dashed on the rock if you don't know what you're listening to. What's your motivation? Think about what I just said. In the process of them trying to teach us not to honor nature, not to honor ourselves, not to honor each other, the only thing we do is honor the programming. So much to the point to where the programming that we know is bad becomes the motivation on how to get out of it. See, I need to get out of poverty. Is poverty real? Yeah, because... And here come a whole bunch of bullshit. Why? Because you have more delicious energy for what's pulling you apart. You have no delicious energy for holding yourself together. 2 and 8. I'm too busy being connected to the struggle. Step 4. The deliciousness of fall is going to tell you, get out of the trap. Get out of the trap. What's the trap? Knowledge. What's the trap? Alchemy. Resonance only. Resonance only. What's the trap? Alchemy. Because I think I got to change things. Change what? Change with that which is changing me. Why is it changing you? Because as long as it can get you to embrace change, you'll stay broke. As long as this realm can get you to embrace the changes that they've shown us, it'll stay broken. Why? Because you authorize it. You haven't taken accountability and responsibility for allowing it. You just want it to allow you to know something better. But where was the snake? Already within. Where was the journey? Dear Martin, trying to get to the mountaintop. Where was the mountains at? Already inside of you. Let me help you. Step 4, the trap. The trap was knowledge because the thought said, let me motivate you into not seeing enough, and I'll tell you how to manifest. Why? 5, too busy looking for a teacher. What do you mean? You signed up for this course. What's this course? Separation. This fall says find everything to help hold you together in a realm that is hell-bent on telling you you have to be pulled apart. If I trust more in what the realm is showing me that I have to be pulled apart, I've already lost responsibility and accountability for holding myself together. And now my belief is in that, which I think is teaching me. But if you haven't caught on to what I'm saying, what is it teaching you? Become more delicious for it than you are delicious for yourself. And I don't know about you, but I'm too busy being motherfucking delicious. I don't need to learn shit. I need to unlearn what's teaching me not to love myself. Holy shit, the cycles of the sun. The cycles of the sun. That potential belongs to what's controlling me, and now it's got all of my energy. I'm the sun. What's the divine trick? Healing. That's Archangel Raphael on that card. That's Archangel Raziel, the knowledge of God. This is the divine healer, but he's also an angel of death. Holy shit. The sun does what? Give life. The sun does what? Cause death. Step 5, stop rebirthing into a cycle of being controlled because your energy is more delicious for them than it is to you. But I don't know about you. I'm too busy being motherfucking delicious to keep falling for the okie doke. Please stop falling for the banana in the tailpipe. Please stop showing up for the path of ascension, which means you now have to go further from yourself to figure out who you are. Why? Step 6. You need a safe foundation. You need a safe foundation because the only thing you're learning is the cycles of rebirth by being the power plant, trying to figure out how to alchemize what you think you know by only listening to what's in your ear as the primary source of motivation. And its motivation is to give you less by making you manifest more. God damn it. I see why you're probably seasonally depressed. Because as the power of the sun becomes more separated from me, everything else that's been draining me now comes to the light. Take your time with that one. Step 6, your traumas, your foundation. Realistically, and I was watching one of the videos and I probably reposted a minute ago, I gave my definition for trauma. Trauma is just a marker for experience. Time is a marker for experience. Trauma is the value. I take it back. Trauma isn't the marker. Trauma is the value. The value of the experience is trauma. That good and bad, that's on us. Good dinner, trauma. Bad dinner, trauma. See, they're still traumas. They left a memory in you. That's all trauma is. All that other bullshit of I gotta face my inner child and all this other shit that you tie into that from a same system that wants you to stay pulled apart, that's on you. That comes from lack of accountability and too much ability to respond to what's already got your ass on the journey. So step 6 is you can make a choice from all of the possibilities and probabilities of what is going on. But if you understood that I'm too busy being delicious, none of this shit is a necessity. And I watch y'all, and y'all say this shit in your story. See, I ain't got time for this no more. Remember, when you get to da-da-da-da-da, who was at da-da-da-da-da, don't know who you are at da-da-da-da-da. You mean once I decide to become more accountable to me, I don't have to have an account with all the stuff I've been through? Yeah. But then you turn around in your spiritual journey and tell yourself that you got to make penance and amends and reclamations and all this other shit. So you tell yourself how to get out of the spell, and then you cast the spell to put yourself in further. But resonance only. You traumatize yourself. Why? Because you still give too much value to the experience when, I'm sorry, what I had earlier has already been digested. I don't need to, go wait till I use the bathroom and make sure it was still there. No, I'm already aware. I had it. It was good. I don't need to keep reflecting on the experience. I just need to keep reflecting on me before I fuck around and lose my light. Did you catch that? I don't need to keep reflecting on my shadows, the shit I already been through. I need to make sure I maintain my deliciousness before I fuck around and lose my light. Step 6, don't fuck around and lose your light during fall. Why? Because you're hidden in the whole judgment process. You're hidden in what's already been revealed. You get that? You are hidden Because instead of staying present, like I already said, you're too busy reflecting on your past. And how can you maintain you if you're too busy maintaining not only others, things that no longer have a value? You don't have to understand it. But until you learn, I'm too busy being delicious for myself, you probably won't process that the past don't know you until you keep reintroducing to yourself. You keep reintroducing yourself to it, is what I mean to say. The past don't know you. You keep knocking on this door trying to find more value. You keep traumatizing yourself. Don't do that. In the minute that you keep on making more justifications for why it's not that easy, you just made it that hard. You just hid you in everything that you heard because, again, like I keep saying, you keep trying to find a better connection to what you think you know. But yet what you think you know, keep that ass on the journey. Step 7, keep that ass on the journey. Self-awareness. How am I going to figure out who I am? By going through experiences, signing up for courses, doing this and that and the other, getting a reading from somebody that can tell me what they know about me because I don't know anything about myself. So I have to go create it. Exactly. Step 7, you don't know who you are. You don't understand the deliciousness of yourself, so you stay delicious to everything it does. Everything that does. Age-old saying, ancestrally, basically like they used to tell us that we won't teach you how to read because if you knew who you were, you'd be free. So we'll give you something to read that will only keep you further enslaved. But that hurts your soul to understand that, holy shit, I might be doing this to myself. You'll need to point that finger and shoot away that accountability. Easily triggered. Somebody can give you the key to get out of your cage. You'll want to go to make copies first. Just in case I got to get back in here. And I'm sorry, and again, like I said, I'm not trying to be abusive or hard on this reading, but I'm trying to teach you how to stop depressing yourself. That is what a lot of people do. You'll have a way out of your situation, but you don't trust your way out of the situation. So you'll stay in the situation, waiting on the situation to get out of you. Chris Tucker. Who kicked me? You kicked yourself. Rush hour. Step 7. You trying to figure out who you are, but you won't figure out who you are if you don't understand the deliciousness of your energy. And again, like I said, I watch a lot of y'all because that's my role. Sorry, I'm an observer. I'm a watcher. You'll be like, so-and-so tried to play with my energy. They don't know who I am. You don't know who you are because you gave them the opportunity. Here come a bunch of bullshit-ass excuses. You don't want people to play with your energy, but you playing with yourself. And not in a good way. Not in a good way. You keep sharing your energy, your highest vibration, with low vibrational shit. Holy shit. What do they want in the fall? For you to be depressed so that you become more malleable for everything that's to follow. Sorry. You can go back to my videos all the way back to 2016. You can go back to my post on Instagram all the way back to 2013. I tell you the same shit every year. At the end of summer, between summer and fall, there is a major false flag event. There is a major racially invested murder. There is a star that dies. There's this, that, and the other. There's a major disease, the Zika virus, the West Nile virus, COVID, blah, 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 blah. Flu C, bird flu, avian flu, mad cow disease. Every fucking year. Every fucking year right around the same damn time. Every year around the same time. Why? Because your energy is malleable. If you don't understand the deliciousness of your energy, you best believe everything that got you in the box does. And here, I'll help you. They're going to only make you share your energy. What they got you hidden away in, for real. Because then that's the best way to rebirth you, because you'll think you know because you're too busy going on a journey, because the journey becomes the motivation, the only thing I hear, because you don't understand the deliciousness of your own energy. You just understand the pain that you see in others. You don't see enough in yourself. So you keep on creating conditions to fix that. And holy shit, we got you in a ritual. Because you'll manifest, because that delicious energy that I'm trying to get you to see, now belongs to everybody else. What do I call this realm? The realm of thoughts and manifestation. If you're thinking more about what's wrong, you help create it. Let your life tell your tale. If you keep sharing all of your healing with your sickness, guess what gets healed? Oh, it is that simple. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that hurt you to just realize what I just said. If you keep sharing all of your healing with your sickness, guess what gets healed? Say it. Please say it. I need you to look in the mirror and say it. Come on, Stewie. Let it go. Your sickness. I'll say it for you. That which you pay attention to is that what gets the highest variable of motherfucking manifestation. I'm sorry. That's Wizardry 202. Sorry. Keep sharing your healing with everything that's got you trapped away and then wonder why you can't get free because you're depressed. You don't understand the deliciousness of your energy. You just understand the weight of your struggle. Step 8. And that is one of the biggest tricks. When you have more definition, alchemy, when you have more definition for the alchemy, for the probability fields on how to get out, instead of the awareness on how you got in, you're trapped. When you think you know the way out, but you never even figured out how you got in there, you might just be going into another room. You might just be going into another room. Holy shit. Hello, Martin. Hello, Martin. Where was the journey? See the mountains? The mountains was already within. But I'm going to keep on coming over. We'll call this spiritual inoculation. You'll use the virus. You know, in the flu virus, they give you a inert strain of the virus so that your body learns to build antibodies to fight off. We give you the sickness so that your body learns to fight off the sickness. Overcome the sickness by becoming the sickness so that you learn not to be the sickness again. Holy shit, what has the deliciousness of your energy in that equation? Give all your energy to the journey so that you can figure out who you are by going through the journey. That's the whole struggle. That thought done fooled you. What was the thought? Step 3, that which has your ear, the siren, the biggest voice in your head. The biggest voice in your head can fool you into doing anything. Ooh, that hurts the conspiracy theorists in me. I'll just say that. Yeah, because that's a can of worms. I'm not fucking with that. The loudest voice in your head is the one that you'll respond to. Fasting, hey there, Manuel, fasting can heal disease, but it has to be done properly. Eating can heal disease, but it has to be done properly. Exercise and diet can heal disease, but it has to be done properly. Sex can definitely heal disease, but it has to be done responsibly and properly. You understand what I'm saying? Anything can be used. Hell, if you look at a lot of shit that's going on in the Asiatic world, sorry, that might have been proper, but over there in the Eastern world, they're using sound, something that motherfuckers been telling them for thousands of years. They're using sound to eradicate cancers. They're using sound to repair broken bones and shit like that. Anything, when used properly and with proper intention and in a safe space, a safe and proper space. Here, I help you because I know you. Think about your walls of Jericho stuff that you believe in. When enough of them got around the walls and used their voice in unison, they knocked down that goddamn wall. But if all of them got around that wall, but they went on the same page, and now half of them are yelling and the other ones are quiet, you ain't gonna get no effect. So you have to have a safe space before you can use antiquated healing techniques, because we're so inundated with unnatural shit. Before you start using pure holistics and things like that, you have to have a safe environment. You can't get around a bunch of doubting motherfuckers. Oh, that ain't real. That ain't gonna do that. negative vibrations. So now we got 25 motherfuckers with positive vibrations and one motherfucker with negative vibrations. You just defeated the whole experience. Holy shit, seasonal depression. Why? Because what's the primary resonance of this realm? The human resonance is about us. Yeah, it's about mother telling you, y'all motherfuckers are sick. But we're getting a new paradigm. No, she's trying to tell you, I need to get rid of you son of a bitches. But it's about us. Holy shit, parasites. You think your energy that you give in this planet is delicious, and you think that you are due healing, when the only thing you do is issue sickness. Whether it is mentally, verbally, sexually, psychically, emotionally, all you do is lead this planet. That is us all. So how can you expect this planet to understand the deliciousness of its own energy and produce an environment that encourages healing when all you do is offer sickness, fanaticism, disbelief, anger, rage, poverty, racism, separatism? We're all guilty. But the best way to manifest, work with me, the best way to manifest is by keeping the mind on fire so that they don't see enough, that they'll keep on birthing things that won't nurture them, but they'll be so motivated by what they created that it'll be the only thing they know. And once they get through knowing that, we'll get them to rebirth more because they don't understand the deliciousness of their energy. All you got to do is put a straw in their head and make them move. Recreation, reincarnation, and they'll stay even further hidden because they don't want to know, but yet they'll keep on sharing their energy with the cycle of overcoming. When we already told them the trap was, you ain't doing nothing but coming over to yourself. C-O-M-E and C-U-M. You ain't doing nothing but coming over to yourself, but you're nutting on yourself. So you're recreating another version of you that ain't authentic. But again, get back to this reading because that was step 8. You better understand the deliciousness of what you got now so that you can figure out the necessity of having anything. Humor me. I'm Tony. I've been in this meat suit almost 55 years. Once I expire from this meat suit, should I get caught in the reincarnation cycle and come back, I'm not going to be Tony. Hell, I might not even be a man. I might not even be fucking human. But whatever I'm in, I'm going to have a correlation into whatever that species designation is. And so guess what? Now, those will be my ancestral lineage. That which I can align my energy with. But do you think I'm going to dismiss these motherfuckers right here? No disrespect, family. You think I'm going to dismiss these motherfuckers right here that I've been with for these 55 years? Just like I dismissed them other motherfuckers from 867 life cycles ago that I've been with for all them thousands of years? Do you understand where I'm going? If you don't know who you are, you will only fixate on what you think you see. And even when you think you see more than what there really is, you still gonna only pull from what you think you know. My ancestors have fucked you up, but some of them ancestors were the same one that was fucking you up. Hell, furthermore, you may have probably been the motherfucker that was fucking you up, if you understood time. But if you invest more into that experience to where you think you need other pieces to hold you together, you've already manifested a trick of pulling yourself apart. And I'm going to use the pieces to put me back together. But how did the pieces get there? I pulled them apart. Spiritual, You break you to find you to put you back together so that you can break you to find you to put you back together. You've already lost the 9. You've already lost the control. 9, the highest vibration. You're right. It's the number that denotes that you've already been plugged into the device. You found more deliciousness in what's got you in separation that you don't know how to pull your 9 out of creation. Why? Because you like your 9 and you think it's a nice piece. I can do all kinds of things with this 9. Okay, but you shouldn't. You shouldn't keep expending your vibrations. You should understand the deliciousness of your energy and then make a choice. Necessity. What was this about? Fall is going to show you the necessity of your energy. You better understand, understand, overstand, third eye, first eye. I don't give a fuck about all that bullshit. Again, human ego. You better figure out what the fuck you doing. You better gain awareness before you think you know. Especially if everything that you're using as awareness has what's been given to you to know in the first place. Holy shit, to keep you connected. To keep you swimming with the sharks. To keep you in high priestess energy. I got a strong connection to what's greater than me, but I need what's greater than me to show me the greatness of myself. Sabi? I know I'm great, but there's something greater. And I'll create it by destroying me. How does that work in this fall season? When you start thinking that your situation, and thank you, exactly what I'm saying. So your connection to swimming with the sharks will already have you keep on coming over to that cycle and that journey because you rather share with it because you think it has your healing, which means you're already hidden from the judgment of self because you think you're going to be found in the rebirth of giving your energy into what you think you know. Why? Because it's the loudest voice in your head. And it's the loudest voice in your head that keeps on leaving you in scarcity and on fucking fire. I didn't do it. But you gotta let your life tell your tale. Are you right? Are you wrong? Do you understand the deliciousness of your energy, or are you enslaved? That would be the answer. Do you have rights to your energy, or are you enslaved to the abilities granted from others? And only you can answer that. So in the fall, if you don't have enough of you to save you from everything else that's going on, you're already a victim. That is not a challenge. That is just a clear fact. If you can't do anything to save yourself, you already have a master. Thank you. Then you already have a master. And if that works for you, it doesn't work for you. It doesn't work for you. Genie in reverse. Too busy taking losses in your experiences. Oops. But I'm not going there with you because that's not what this reading is about. But if you want to stay bound, giving your energy, but never able to set yourself free, it's a choice. It's that Morty shield I was telling you about a few weeks ago. I need to endure the pain so that I can substantiate the matrix. Because if I endure the pain by substantiating the matrix, maybe one day the matrix will substantiate me. Make that make sense? So, last card before we get out of here. That was the 9 steps on how to stay out of depression. Don't let this 922, the control of your choice. 22 is the master builder, the spiritual journey itself. Don't let the controlled spiritual journey control you. Don't let what you think you know get you fucked up. Or worse, in this current realm, don't let what you think you know make you a piece of shit and you fucking up others. You understand that? Salvation from what? That's an enslaved mindset. Salvation requires suffering. Then how about the motherfucker that made me need to suffer first? Shh. Judgment. There is no judgment. And that's a real thing. The lack of judgment, the lack of judging yourself worthy of being free will have you signing on to be a slave. Fanaticism. So like I was saying, the last thing, don't depress your energy because your mind has been suppressed. Don't suppress your energy because your mind has been depressed. Holy shit, teeter-totter. Teeter-totter. Stability. Stop-ability. Stability, stop-ability. Stabilize the cut. What do you mean stop it from bleeding? But are you going to fix it? No, I just want to stop it from bleeding because somebody else is a more qualified physician. See what happened there? Sir, ma'am, there's a whole tourniquet and first aid kit right there. I'm going to stop it and wait for somebody else to come save me. Sir, ma'am, you bleeding out. It's been foretold and it's forewritten, and I'm a faithful servant. And I already got a master. Ouch. Business only, motherfuckers. All I'm saying, God damn it, Judy. What's going on, Judy? All I'm saying is 2, 9. You connected to what's already got you under control. But what are you connected to that's got you under control? The connection. I'm too busy being motherfucking delicious, Judy. You know that. I advise you all to do the same. Because if you're not delicious enough for yourself, you'll be delicious for something or somebody else. But are they for you? Or is it just for how the way your energy tastes? Get off the plate. Get off the plate. Wholeness.